This is solving basic equations. So in grade school, we may have been taught some method for solving equations where it was sort of a mechanism, a system for solving equations, where we're given an equality and we subtract one thing from one side, and if we subtract it from the one side, we have to subtract it from the other. And we were driving towards isolating the variable, so we might have to divide by the constant that's in front of the variable on both sides to isolate the variable by itself. But instead of following those rules, we were going to ask ourselves a question. What number satisfies the equality? So for the first one, x plus 5 is equal to 8. What number, when added to 5, equals 8? Well, I know that 3 plus 5 is equal to 8, so x must be equal to 3. So we can write down the answer without writing down any of the intermediate steps in between, and this can be a useful and quick method for solving equations. So we have x plus 2 equals 9. What number plus 2 equals 9? Well, 7 plus 2 equals 9, so x must be equal to 7. For the next one, we have 2x plus 4 equals 8. So we see that this one is a little bit more interesting. And sometimes the mechanism of isolating the variable is a fruitful approach. But instead we're going to try some things and see what thing might satisfy this equality. So let's try x equals 1. And if we try x equals 1, we have 2 times 1 plus 4 is equal to 6. Well, that is not correct because this side has to be equal to 8. And whenever we plugged in 1, it was equal to 6. So that does not satisfy the equality. Let's try x equals 2. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4 is equal to 8. So whenever x equals 2, the equality is satisfied, and therefore x equals 2. For the last one, we have x squared equals 16. Well, I know that 4 times 4 is equal to 16, so x equals 4 must be a solution to this equality. But there's another solution to this equality, because a negative number times a negative number gives a positive number. And so negative 4 times negative 4 gives positive 16 also. So we could say that x is equal to negative 4 as well. Now, somewhere in the distant past, someone decided that when there was more than one answer and there was more than one value that would satisfy the equality, that they would call those things the roots of the equation. But the roots of the equation are simply the things that satisfy the equality. And so this is solving equations by thinking, by guessing, by inserting numbers to see if they satisfy the equality. It's a powerful method, and in mathematics, a powerful philosophy. It sort of dumbs down the whole subject and makes it more palatable, I think. And I encourage you to exercise it as often as possible. Solve things very fast. Okay, I'm going to step aside and give you a clear screenshot. Try it for yourself.